What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a viewer request. A viewer had commented, enjoyed the content and learned a lot. Thanks. A video for Giovanna matchup would be fantastic. So that's what we're going to be doing today's video. Let's get into it. Now, let's talk about her Trovio. Her Trovio is +2 on block, so she always going to be able to attack first. And it hits in the upper body. All right. There's two ways to deal with her Trovio. One is you could DP it because on startup you get invincibility frames, and two is because her attack hits high, you can always use everybody's 6p, which grants them upper body invincibility. So let's say if you get hit by the Trovio is +2 on block. Her fastest move is 5p, which is 4 startup frames. So it's 2 frames that you're not going to be in block stun. So on the first frames, so it's 2 frames that's not accounted for, and Leo has on first frame of his DP, he gets invincibility. So in between those 2 frames that's not accounted for, you can essentially just steal your turn back. And it gets even worse the farther away she is from you, because she can't even use her fastest move. Let's say if she was using it from over here and she had to use this, and that's 6 frames, so that'd be 4 frames that's not accounted for, and it's an easier time to cut through. So you don't even have to time it too much. You could just steal your turn back. So if you see her even move, you could just cut in between it and take your turn back. All right, so let's say she even use it. Let's say she use it while she's comboing you, or she does something like this. She's comboing. Right? If you see the move, if you see a gap, you can interrupt it with the 6p, or you can interrupt it with a DP. So if you hold down and you charge your DP, you can interrupt any gap she has. So let's say this move is incredibly slow, so you wouldn't even, I don't even see her hitting you with it, because if she tries to use this in a string, it's easy to cut through. It's the same thing. Let me show you. Yeah, so while she's attacking your guard, you can literally just be charging your DP. So you can interrupt that. The attack is so slow. Let me see. Let me try to wait as late as possible to use DP. I wait as late as possible to use DP. The attack is so slow that you can just literally wait until the last possible second to use the DP. So you can jump out of it and get an air grab. If she's constantly flipping on you and she won't stop it, you can just jump and do an air grab. You can use your upper body invincibility. That's always an option. Yeah, it's just, the move is so slow that you just got so many ways to deal with it. You never should be getting hit by this move anyway. Like, it's just super slow. You can backdash out of it. You can backdash out of it. Actually, let me show you something. Let's say if you're in the corner. Yeah, you can literally just backdash out of it. Yeah, you could just backdash. You can backdash out of it. You gotta wait till the last second to do it though, but you can backdash out of it and steal your turn back that way. If you're in the corner and you don't have a DP, or you have a bad, yeah, those ways you could deal with her flip kick. It's so slow, like, you see her flip, you could just attack. You can just do a normal attack. Yeah, you just attack your way out of it. Let me show you something else. Because her attacks happen in rapid session, let's say she do her first attack. I want you to pay attention to my the on-screen controller, my little D-pad area down here. I want you to pay attention to it. See, I let go of block, and yet it was still blocking the attacks. So you could even let go of block, and you can mash. You can mash. What is it? Yeah, you can mash 5S. You can mash 5S and. Here, let me show you something real quick. So, she attacks in such rapid session. I want y'all to pay attention to my D-pad area, right? Pay attention to this area right down here on my D-pad area. She attacks in rapid session so fast that you could block the first hit and just let go of block. So you can let go of block, and you can literally just mash 5S, and you can just attack out of it. Let's say you can even mash 6P. You mash 6P, let go of block and mash 6P. So it's no timing involved. You don't even have to time it. You just block her string and mash 6P while she's throwing her attacks. Note, if she starts to stagger her moves, then that's where, you know, it's going to be a problem. But, you know, if she just throwing her moves and it's a complete string, you don't even have to hold block. You can mash out of it if you have trouble timing stuff. If you don't have no trouble timing stuff, you don't even have to mash. Let's say if she did her Travio, same thing applies. You can mash 6P and get out of it. Yeah, so if she's just throwing our strings, you don't even have to hold block. You can block the first attack, let go of block, and you can mash your attack, and it'll come out as fast as, you know, as soon as it can. Pretty much, you could just, you know, Giovanna, she does have like a lot of gaps. Like, it's just so many ways you just cut in between her attacks. Let me go ahead and talk about faultless blocking. So faultless blocking is where you block and it takes some of your tension meter. It calls tension meter to use it. So they hit your guard, it's going to take tension meter away. The reason why this is important is because Giovanna, all her attacks is it's all close quarters combat. It increased the pushback on her attack. So let me just show you a combo where she just attacks you normally, right? So right there, she just attacked me normally. You see all that pushback? Now with that pushback, right, you got a gap. And you could use the pushback to create yourself a gap in between her attacks. So that's another way you could just steal your turn back by creating a gap for you to use your DP. Like I said, you only need one frame to just cut in between someone's attack. Yeah, so you can always use that. I'm gonna show you a couple other examples to where you could just cut in her moves. So basically, after you constantly, you know, interrupting her plus frames, in their head, you're plus now. So they're not gonna try to press they plus frames. They're gonna try to bait your DP out, which basically you can use that to take your turn back too. So let's say if she hits you and did nothing. Now you're plus, and you're in their head, you're plus now. You can take your turn back. That's another mind game you could use by like constantly DPing them when they're plus and they take advantage of their plus frames. You can just take advantage of them, and now you're plus in their head. Let's say if they bait the DP out and you got meter, and they so happen to catch on and they bait your DP out, you can go for a DP cancel, a dash Roman cancel. It gives you basically a 50-50 setup. So if you see, now you gotta you can either not do the air attack and go for a low attack, or you can do the air attack into a grab. That's usually what I do. So I'll cancel my DP. I cancel my DP. Go for nothing. I could. So basically, if they start to bait out the DP, you go for a 50-50 setup. So you can DP overhead into grab. You can do that. You can do the low, or you can just continue your pressure. It's up to you. So basically, if they start to bait out the DP, that's another option you can use for a 50-50 situation and to get out of pressure. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you learned something new and you got any video ideas, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the post notification so you don't miss an upload, and I'm gonna see you on the next video. We out.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinking, she ice. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. No, G's, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the domain just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer.